Hello everyone, and welcome to your second royal reading today here at MadWorldTarot. I have Grimalkin's A Curious Cat's Tarot on the tarot table for this one. We're looking at Lady C's most recent video and two bits of gossip that she dropped in that video. I've looked at the Parkles are blaming Prince William for all of their woes and want to put him in his place. And the second one, it was just a throwaway comment. But I sat bolt upright when I heard it. I thought, really? This, according to Lady C, is about South Park. And of course, Harry and Meghan, who were the Harkles for a while, became the Parkles, to me anyway, because of that wonderful South Park episode that they didn't sue for about we want privacy. That one. According to Lady C, the Parkles are very worried that South Park might be gearing up for another episode on them, as another spoof basically, and this time respect our pregnancy. That's what Lady C said. So with the help of the Curious Cat's Tarot, I'm going to check this little bit of gossip out and see if there's any truth to it or any energy that supports it. So I have to say, this is just tarot for fun and entertainment, and it is all speculation, not all opinion. And I just read energy here on stories like this, see what's going on. And disclaimer in the box below, little 5-card reading. Is South Park really contemplating another spoof episode on Harry and Meghan? They didn't call them by their names, of course. I think they were the Prince and Princess of Canada, if I'm remembering correctly. And then we're going to ask, are Harry and Meghan really concerned about this? And what might South Park know or suspect about the pregnancy that would give them a story? We're going to ask that question, and then outcome. Are we going to see another episode of South Park, or is this just wild talk from Lady C? I don't know. I'm not on social media, so I don't know any of these things, if it's been widely discussed around and about. I do follow certain platforms where the royals are discussed at great length, but I'm not on X and I'm not on Instagram. So if this rumor is widespread, I have no idea. I'm basing this reading purely on what Lady C had to say. And as I say, it was just a throwaway comment that was rather intriguing, which is why I'm reading on it here and now. So let's see, 5-card reading. What is going on? Are we going to be entertained, royally entertained or not? We've got the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is very strategic, very calculating. It could be Lady C even in the Queen of Swords. Very, very much. She is an author. She's very good with words. She's very experienced when it comes to legal proceedings, litigation, defamation, all of that stuff. So it could be her, and it could be her putting out a story in a very strategic way. And I do think, and this is my personal opinion, I do think Lady C has various sources and is used very strategically by various people to get certain perspectives across. I was going to say certain facts across, but I don't think they're necessarily facts. I think they are perspectives that are put forward. I don't know why she would be the one to carry this news to the wider public, and it doesn't seem to have been picked up really. It was me that sat up in the middle of the night as I was listening to it and trying to go to sleep. And what? Did I hear that right? Yes, I did hear it right, because it's there in the transcript. So her possibly, that for some reason is being used in a very strategic way to threaten with that sword. It's got a cute little birdie on top there, but you know, the birdie could come to a horrible end on the tip of that sword. But it's not really dangerous. I'm looking the other way there, but ooh, there's menace in there. Interesting. I'm fascinated by this card, as you can tell. I'm fascinated by, who might be sending this message that South Park is getting to do a pregnancy episode. I don't think it's coming from Montecito, this messaging. Just don't. That's my opinion. Or very much my opinion. Heart of the matter, what are we dealing with? Oh, yeah. This, absolutely, the Magician in reverse. Spin. Trickster energy. PR stuff. Don't believe a word that you are hearing. There is something else going on. Very much so. The Magician in the reverse. Something is being spun. And I sat up and thought, oh, really? I'm going to get another episode of South Park. Can't wait. But really, there's something completely different going on. And I think it might be that people know things allegedly about things that go bump, and people are sending messages. Queen of Swords. So we know things about things that go bump. Brace yourself. I'm getting previous reading. I've got a chess game going on. I'm getting like a 5D chess game going on here in this reading, and it's quite difficult energy for a mere humble tarot reader on YouTube to pick her way through, let me tell you. So is South Park really planning another episode on the Prince and Princess of Canada? What do we have? 5 of Wands. There's conflict around it. There is absolutely not a certainty. That was quite a complicated sentence. They are in conflict about it. The team is at odds about it. There's probably some that have written the most hilarious script ever and can't wait. And there are others that say, lawyers, we got the lawyer's letter last time. Do we really need this? I think they've just signed a huge big deal. Can't remember the ins and outs of it, who it was with. But I think they have just signed a huge new deal. And maybe it's like, now's not the time to do that. Harry and Meghan still have got influence in Hollywood. It's waning fast. But look, they did manage to get Netflix not to fire them publicly like Spotify did, and to give them a graceful exit from the main deal, and pretend that they had an extension of it, in my opinion, of course. So there's conflict around this. Are Harry and Meghan worried about the next episode? Yeah, they are, absolutely. Judgment in reverse, absolutely. They would get legal about it, I do believe, with this Judgment card, because it is a legal card. So they're braced. They're away expecting the worst. Unfavorable kind of decision with Judgment in reverse. It's very menacing. It's very dark energy. It's very difficult that they would be perceived in a very negative way if this were to come out. It could be nail in the coffin. I've said that twice today. It could be nail in the coffin for them. Judgment in reverse. There's no comeback from this. If South Park were to do this, if they were to go there, finally, it would be very difficult for Harry and Meghan to recover from that level of scrutiny, mockery, exposure, truth-telling, possibly, with joking as the excuse. Very worried. More worried than they need to be, in my opinion, with that 5 of Wands there. But they are worried. And I think they've been given a prod to be worried. Be worried. Be afraid. Be very afraid. So, what might South Park know that they would like to reveal or explore if they were to do this? What might they be aware of? Oh my. Be still, my beating heart. The 9 of Cups, and it's in reverse. It's one of the pregnancy cards, because cups are months. It's 9 months, and it's in reverse. I don't think I need to explain any more than what the card is telling. 9 of Cups in reverse, 9 months in reverse. So, what's going to happen? Are we going to get episode 2 on the Prince and Princess of Canada? Or not? What energy am I going to get here? We've got we've got the Queen of Wands, and it's in reverse. That's her, Megan's energy. We've got two queens on this table. Queen of Wands, and she's in reverse. If this goes forward, and it's questionable, there's debate around it right now, but there's great fear in the Harry and Meghan camp with his Judgment card that this Nine of Cups in reverse might be exposed. If this is exposed, there's no comeback for the Queen of Wands. She's done. It's that plain. And here's the threat. Queen of Swords. Very interesting. And let's not forget the Magician. You see, I almost forgot the Magician sitting over there. It's the most menacing of all the cards on this table. The Magician in the reverse. And it's so menacing and so tricky that it made me actually forget it was on the tarot table. Queen of Wands in reverse. Drum roll. That's your reading. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again tomorrow.